If you feel like you're reliving the same parties, the same relationships, the same experiences as last year, this video is for you. Not long ago, that was me. A lot of people try to change, and some are successful. They'll lose a couple of pounds, they move to another job, a better job, they move relationships to a better relationship. But how many people do you actually know who completely changed their lives? Not many. The problem that people face when changing is that they want to change their lives without changing their personalities. Your personality creates your personal reality. It's that simple. Simple, but not easy. That's why we fall into the same habits, and we end up living the same lives over and over again. So how do we actually start to change? I believe that the first step to change is awareness. We must be aware of who we are. Sitting with yourself long enough that you become aware of your thoughts, your tendencies, the why you do certain stuff. Once you become aware of those thoughts, you have now the power to choose to keep them or to release them. You're not, I want to be very clear about this. You are not your thoughts. You are only the observer behind your thoughts. Most people don't know that, and they react to everything in their lives because they were programmed that way. But once you realize that you're only the observer behind those thoughts, you have now the power to make a decision. Do I want to keep doing the same things over and over? Or can I observe those thoughts and let them go? To become the observer of your mind and your thoughts instead of being controlled by them. I'm not going to get very much in depth with it, but one simple practice that I like to do when a negative thought comes up is some idea that is not really mine, it's just my mind creates it. I'll observe those thoughts, and inside my mind, I'll tell myself, thanks for the observation, but no thank you. You can do that in many ways. It's just one way that I like to use it. You don't need to do it the same way that I do. But it's just the idea that you're not your thoughts. You're the observer behind us. You start to settle your mind down as you would a child. And long enough, you do that for long enough, it becomes a skill. And I believe that this skill is the most important thing that you can have. So every time a negative thought comes up and you catch yourself, you become the observer, that's a win. Because our thoughts, they lead to feelings, and feelings become actions. So if you think about negative thoughts all day, you're gonna feel pretty negative, and you're gonna do acts that are gonna be negative to you. So if you follow that pattern, if you become the observer and you try to change your thoughts, you start to think positive thoughts, and then those thoughts become feelings and you start to feel more positive, and then you turn those positive feelings into positive actions. And so it's not simple. It's not hard. So it's not easy, but it's simple. And actions that are repeated long enough become your habits, and they become who you are. You become that. That's your new identity. So how can we turn those negative thoughts into positive thoughts? I want you to envision your dream life, the life you want to have. The car, the girl, the house. I want you to envision the day, how you wake up, what do you do for work, who are the people you surround with, what are you eating. I want you to envision to the detail, and I want you to replace those negative thoughts with your vision. I want you to envision that, and I want you to dream it, because the more you dream it, there's something crazy about your mind that it cannot tell the difference between the imaginary reality, what you dream of, and your actual reality. When you dream about it, when you envision, the same brain activity as if you were doing that thing, they activate. So the more you dream about it, the more it comes to reality. So no, you don't need motivation. You need to change your identity. You need to change who you are, changing your belief system, changing those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. A very important okay? And I want you to really listen to me now, okay? Your brain will know if you're lying to yourself. If you say you were gonna do something and you don't do it, your brain will know you're lying and you're not actually changing. And ultimately, you're not gonna trust yourself. And we want to be our own best friends. We want to be our own coaches. So how can we break that? How can we make the vision and start moving towards that vision? So I want you to start small, okay? If you, in your vision, you run marathons, I'm not gonna expect you to wake up the other day and just, run 26 miles. That's fucking impossible. But go for a walk, okay? If you envision that you have a clean house, a beautiful house, clean your drawer, dude. Start small. It has to be so small that it's impossible for you to say no. And you have to find the humility inside yourself to know that, damn, man, I really suck this much. This is the point where I got to start. And it's humbling, but it's the first step you got to take. Those small acts of self-love, those are the foundation of your trust in yourself and your own confidence. And with time, those small actions, they compound. It's exponential. The growth is exponential. And in no time, you're going to see your life changing in so many ways. The life you want is not waiting for perfect timing. It's not waiting for motivational videos. It's waiting for the moment you stop fighting your thoughts and start to observe them and really understand them. Instead of rejecting them and putting them aside, is to understand them. So it's one breath at a time, one promise kept, one small act of self-love, self-respect. You do that for long enough and that becomes your new identity. I'm making this video because I'm not perfect. If you're in a fight right now, I'm the same as you. I'm fighting for a better life. My journey, your journey, is only beginning. And if you want to change and become a better version of yourself, I'll see you in the next video.